And so it was that I found myself walking barefoot along the mother road through the promised lands. I hadn't eaten in a week. I was dehydrated and close to death's door when a vast and terrifying figure appeared before me. This was Bituman.
Ay, Dios mío.
The black top melted beneath his feet. He towered over me, blocking out the stars. His breath stank of tarmac and engine oil. I thought I was dead. But his noxious breath nourished me. His molten gaze eased all my pains, and when he spoke, in a voice of thunder and fire, I fell into a dreamless sleep. When I woke up, I was with the Horde Riders. They called me a prophet, they fed and clothed me, and gave me shelter. From them, I learned the mysterious ways of the 100 routes, and by, I earned my own ride. Which is when I decided to skedaddle and look for answers to all my questions. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why did the asphalt god save me? And who was the girl who took care of me when I was a lost child in an unfamiliar place? Which brings us back here, to this place, and to the end of my story, for now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Wow.
Good show. Any of it true?
I tell no lies, no. Do you guys sleep outside?
I do. Well, I mean, last night I did. They all sleep on the bus.
I love sleeping outside, unless it's raining.
What do you do if it's raining?
I still sleep out.
Hey, how do you feel?
Oh, I don't believe I've ever been asked that question before. I think my answer is normal. I feel normal. By that, I don't mean the same as before. I mean that I feel. And that feels normal.
What do you remember from before the reboot?
I like to think of it as a rebirth. And I remember everything. Well, everything from before they shut me down and after I woke up in La Torre. There's a gap in the middle. But I want to reassure you, Pax, there's no other hidden me. This is it. All of me. And more. I'm finally alive. I don't know if I have the words to describe it.
How did you end up working for Luna?
When they decommissioned me, I lost myself. If I had to guess, my body ended up on the black market. When I woke up a few years later in La Torre, I'd been wiped clean. They removed my memories and programming, but not my full backup. When I came home, I was able to retrieve everything, up until the moment of my demise. Those years in between are gone forever. And how I came to be in Pacifica with Luna, I'll never know.
What did they do to the kids in that place?
The caretaker units were teachers and counselors. Our job was to care and provide for the children. We had no insight into what went on behind closed doors. I knew that the children were taken into what they called the Whispering Room. But for what reason, I can't tell you. That's why I went into the room myself when I returned. I wanted to see, to understand.
You and Eli go way back.
I was his caretaker. But I'm not sure I should speak to him about it. It might be upsetting to be reminded of an unpleasant time in his life. Eli was always so full of life and optimism, despite the grim circumstances. It appears he hasn't changed one bit.
What about Eli's O? Do you remember her?
She wasn't one of my children. There were over a dozen caretakers. I was responsible for the younger boys. I often saw her with Eli, but I know nothing about the girl. We were programmed to only care for our wards, no one else. If that sounds cruel, perhaps it was. But I believe we brought comfort to the children, even if we could do nothing else for them.
So, your rebirth, what happened to you in that room?
I came home to retrieve my memories and reboot my original program so that I could care for the children again. I did not plan to enter the Forbidden Room, but I wanted to understand. And so I walked into the Whispering Room and turned on the machines. It was perhaps an act of rebellion against those who built me. I heard the voices, the whispers, and then I blacked out. I think that's the best word for it. Some time passed, and then you found me. And then I was awake. I still hear the whispers in my head. I don't think they're going away, and I think that's okay.
Anyway,
I appreciate your kindness, Pax, especially given the rocky start to our relationship. I look forward to getting to know you better.
I still sleep outside. I just get very wet.
You're weird.
Thank you.
I went through a phase where I thought moms were robots.
And were they?
Well, technically,
Hey, boss.
am I interrupting?
actually, we're
Not at
talking.
all. I wanted to talk to you. You kicked ass today, Pax. I'm really happy I met you. Also, you, of course. Both of you. All of you.
We all kick butt out there.
I'm almost tempted to stick around just to fight alongside you guys again.
You're leaving? We're on an important mission, Eli. You should reconsider, you know?
I can't give up on O. Even though her trail's dead, she's out there somewhere and she may need my help. Although, CT may be my best and only lead to where to go next. She says she has no information about Ophelia. But maybe if we spend more time together, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I also don't want to be a burden on you guys.
What do you remember of your friend Ophelia?
When the school shut down, O and I were separated. They sent me to a Justice Academy in the Heartlands to become a good little soldier boy. Maybe she was shipped to another school. They knew about her abilities. We were both careful. We never told the custodians about what we could do or use words in front of them. They thought we were both failed experiments like most of the other kids. To be honest, all I had to go on was our old school. I have no idea where to go next. At least I found the doll and CT, your caretaker unit. That's more than I had before, I guess.
You won't be a burden.
Thank you, Ziggy.
Do you know how you got your Vox? Your word powers?
They put me in the Whispering Room for hours and hours. They did that to all of us, over and over again. And then they asked us to say stuff, to see if we were shoutmen or anomals. O was the one who realized I could make people believe anything I told them. And she told me to hide it, pretend I couldn't, to stop them from sending me away. There were kids who didn't hide it, and they just vanished.
How did it feel to meet the caretaker again?
You know, I'd completely forgotten about her until I saw her today. Remember, I was just a little kid, but CT was always nice to me. I remember that. She was programmed to care for us. I don't blame her for anything that happened. Maybe it was a bit unsettling to suddenly see her again, but no more than being back in that place. And maybe CT knows something that can lead me to O.
Seems like you have a complicated history with the writers.
You could say that. Patsy and I were together for a few months, and I thought we were just having fun. When I got a solid lead on the location of my old school, I just left. with Patsy's old bike. I thought she'd be cool with it. I understand now how that hurt her. That she wanted more, and I broke her heart. I honestly wouldn't mind going back once I found O. Not to be with Patsy. I don't think we're a good match. But to be a Horn Rider again. I enjoyed it. They're good people.
Do you really believe all that stuff about the asphalt god?
Pax, come on, seriously?
I do. It wasn't bullshit. The story I told earlier, Bitu Man did appear to me. He did save my life. Like I said, I tell no lies.
Okay.
So, that toy from your old room, it looks a whole lot like your conjuring of the asphalt god.
That's why I joined the Riders. My vision of the tar dude looked almost exactly like the doll O made for me. The tar dude brought me to them. Same way he brought me to you. He'll lead me to Ophelia, I'm sure of it.
I'm going to stretch my legs, but thanks for the chat, Eli. It was illuminating.
No, my sister means well, even if she's not great at expressing herself.
And I do hope you choose to stick around.
Thank you, man.
Well, technically it's never been disproved, so...
Since my parents basically were robots, I went through a phase where I thought all...
Check out the stars. So many. Sorry, I was in my own head.
Do you believe there is intelligent life out there?
I don't believe there's intelligent life here. Speaking of, did you notice something off with Sai? Getting odd vibes is what I'm saying.
I'm sure it's nothing. But let me know if you see or sense anything. I want to nip things in the bud before they blow up.
Prime bud-nipping time. I'm sure it's fine. Anyone would be stressed out after a day like this. Well, my day was pretty dull. I slept late and then was held hostage by a bunch of surprisingly polite post-apocalypse cosplayers. You had a whole big adventure. Even caught yourself a cutie. I'm not keen on new faces, but it's nice to have someone a little less jaded around.
Cutie, huh? Thinking of starting a new romantic entanglement?
God, no. No. I wouldn't stand a chance with Ziggy around. The new sexy's remarkably cheerful for someone who spent their formative years in justice chains. I thought my origin story was bad. Caught up in the broadcast while vacationing with my parents, but his is worse. Do you believe justice is breeding their own anomal army?
Do you remember much of the broadcast?
Oh, God, no. Nothing. I was 7, living in a cocoon of luxury. I do remember being afraid, people screaming, but my father got us out of the Republic and back to Hong Kong in a day. It's amazing what money can do. We never spoke of it. They split up soon after. My father moved back to England. My mother rediscovered gin. And I didn't even realize that I had powers until I was in boarding school. As anomal origin stories go, it's not very exciting. The stars really are spectacular out here. I don't think I've ever seen them like this. Makes me miss city life a lot less.
Do you miss us?
Do you?
That's not an answer. But, yeah, I guess I do.
Huh. I miss some of it, some of the time. Most of the time I'm just confused. And you send a lot of mixed signals, like right now. When I go back home, I'll miss this. I don't think Hong Kong's got any property with stargazing opportunities. Anyway, feel free to leave. What are you doing?
Getting more comfortable? Do you mind?
I just thought No, it's good. Like I said. Anyway, feel free to leave. I'm sure other...
Dinner is ready.
Right. So, anyway, feel free to leave. I'm sure others would appreciate a moment of your time.
So, Eli's staying.
For the time being, seeing as I have no idea where O may be. I figured I'd go with you and see where the road takes me.
Hey, caretaker? The caretaker? Or,
Technically, it's the caretaker. But it's a title I shared with 17 other units, so I'm not precious about it.
Caretaker, comma, the.
Huh?
please.